The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a fan braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Super excited to have you, inspiring you today, motivating you to keep going in this world of rapid and relentless change. Our next guest says that leaders need simple and powerful ways to connect with their teams across geographies, across time zones, and across cultures. In her book, Power Your Tribe, Create Resilient Teams in Turbulent Times, leadership and culture coach Christine Comaford teaches us how to build emotional agility for both leaders and their teams so that we can overcome resistance to change and the stress that comes with it. Christine Comaford, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you so much, Angel. It's great to be here.
I'm so excited. And when we talk about powering your tribe, tell me, where did that come from?
Yes. So people are tribal beings. You know, we need to be safe with each other. We need to belong with each other. We need to matter to each other. And we find that the more we can forge that sort of tribal experience at work, the better the performance, the happier the people, the better the outcomes, period. So really, we want to empower people, power tribes to perform at the levels that they actually want to and actually have more fun at work and feel better.
It sounds great, Christine, but I've seen statistics and I've seen results. People feel so disconnected. They don't feel as if anybody there is their tribe. They go home, and even though we're so connected on social media, people feel completely disconnected. Can you actually create this tribal environment at work?
Yes, and you need to actually face at work that humans are emotional beings. Wings to a bird help it move. Emotions to a human help it actually experience the world. And, you know, Angel, historically, people don't want to talk about emotions at work. Emotions are like drama. They're not. People are emotional beings, and people will actually gravitate to whatever behavior feels best, or whatever behavior, in the absence of a good feeling behavior, feels less bad. As leaders, we need to add more behaviors to the menu of choices of our people, and we do that by creating an emotional strategy.
Okay, I have never heard of this before. When I think about my dad, you know, he went to work and his boss was, you know, this is your job, and it wasn't about being happy, didn't care how you felt about it. And so the times they've changed, and how we feel and our emotional strategy. What is an emotional strategy, Christine? I've never even heard of one.
Yeah. Thanks for asking. It's about first, and I'll give you a couple of tools in just a sec.
Okay.
It's about first realizing that if people feel better, if people make better meaning at work, and I'll give you an example. You see your boss scowling, and you go, oh my gosh, my boss must be mad. Oh gosh, did I disappoint him again? And if somebody is believing that and making that meaning, there goes their performance, right? They're going to kind of keep their head down. But if we teach them to make a new meaning, okay, the boss is scowling, check in with boss. Hey, how are you doing? Well, you know, I've got this terrible stomach ache. Oh, great. Now I don't have to go down this whole path of shutting down because I made meaning. I decided from the sensory information that my boss didn't like me. Here are a couple of tools. Feedback. Everybody feels totally weird about giving feedback, right? So we avoid it, and then all this weird resentment and stuff builds up. If people simply use the feedback frame, what's working is such and such. What I'd like to see more of is such and such. Example, what's working is, Angel, you are so accountable. You always deliver stuff right on time. I totally trust you. Awesome. What I'd like to see more of is collaboration with the sales team, like you collaborated with the marketing team last quarter. Coming together, brainstorming together, love to see some more of that.
Oh,
so we just gave
these are
Angel,
good.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
definitely.
That felt good.
We just gave, she just got feedback, and it wasn't weird.
Okay. What were those two statements again?
Yes. What's working is,
Okay.
and what I'd like to see more of is.
Okay.
So taking it one step further than a compliment sandwich.
You know, yeah, because the compliment sandwich, right? You're awesome, but you're not totally awesome here. Oh, but you're awesome. The person's brain is like, dude, am I awesome or not?
Right.
Like, we
Okay.
just totally scrambled. Yeah, their prefrontal cortex is like, error message, weirdness, I'm not sure what's going on here. So Power Your Tribe, we use just enough neuroscience so leaders can use simple tools like the feedback frame I just showed you, so they can give feedback, they can emotionally engage people, and now we have that experience of, oh, I'm safe. If my boss says, hey, let's meet for a second, I don't have to go, oh my God, right? I belong, because the feedback frame, we use it with our leader too. I mean, my people at my firm are always going, hey, Christine, here, what's working is, reality distortion field.
Of course, right? Of course. And so you've created this environment, this culture where everybody feels safe to share and to receive. And Christine, I know you've done it in your own company and you've seen incredible results. Do you have an example of another company who they just were not feeling it and they weren't all into the touchy-feely, and after going through your program had seen some results?
Yes, absolutely. So we have, oh my gosh, in Power Your Tribe, we have research from over 1,000 companies that have been using these tools, from little teeny baby ones to ginormous ones, from guys like Procter & Gamble, huge, Microsoft, SAP, et cetera, down to little tiny companies you've never heard of. So we actually also use these in the Clinton White House to help everybody balance the budget. Way back when the budget was balanced. We're not going to talk about the budget now. So yeah, it doesn't matter how big the company is. It doesn't matter where they are on the planet. We use this with the largest soft drink maker in Asia. So we can use this everywhere. And the thing is, we need to get people to start focusing on outcomes as opposed to on problems. Because today, with all the weird change and all the stuff happening, right, people are looking at all the stuff that's not working instead of saying, what outcome do I want to create? Here's one more tool, the outcome frame. Just like the feedback frame you guys just learned, remember, even amounts of what's working, equal amounts to what's working and what I'd like to see more of. Now, the outcome frame is going to take people who are focusing on a problem and are in their critter state, amygdala hijack, fight, flight, freeze, and shift them into the best part about being human, their prefrontal cortex, where they can imagine the future and take steps to create it. Here's how it works. We ask them, what would you like? Be sure to use these words because it's hypnotic language. It's not like evil hypnotic language. It's just language that drops in.
Okay. What
would you like? What will having that do for you? So what would you like is something they can create and maintain. It's not like I would like $1 jillion tonight. What will having that do for you? How will you feel? Number 3, how will you know when you have it? How will you know when you have that outcome? Proof, right? Criteria. Number 4, when, where, with whom would you like that? Number 5, what of value might you risk or lose to get that outcome? My favorite question. This is why they don't have it yet. And then what are your next steps? When we ask them these 6 questions, we actually will see their eyes start to open wider. We'll start to see their physiology relax. And now they're in the glorious future where they have this outcome and they're no longer freaked out, shut down, resentful, angry.
Yes. I mean, I could see this in a lot of different environments that you could use those questions to just open up lines of communication far clearer than probably, because communication is, I think, the one thing, Christine, none of us are as good at as we think we might be. And it's something we can all do better at, especially when we've got different dynamics going on in the workplace. The book is called Power Your Tribe. Power Your Tribe. I would love for our audience to pick up a couple copies of this book, Christine, maybe even follow you, get connected with you. I know you bring your services to companies of all sizes. What's the best way to connect?
Yes, go to poweryourtribe.com and you can get our videos, our companion videos that go with the book. So you guys, grab a few copies of Power Your Tribe, share it with your team, and then everybody grab your lunch and I'll teach you tools via the videos that are ready on poweryourtribe.com.
Perfect. Grab a couple copies. Everybody read it. Join your little book club. It's always great when we're all on the same page and reading the same books. Get the videos and go through the teaching, the trainings. PowerYourTribe.com. Christine, this is great stuff. Love the tools, love the questions and how that engages our teams instead of focusing on the problems, which is what comes naturally to us. Final word of wisdom, somebody just really struggling with their culture at their office today. What would you suggest to them?
Yeah, I would suggest one thing, and it's called an SBM Index. You're going to learn about it in Chapter 7, Safety, Belonging, Mattering Index. You guys, it's 10 questions. You send it out with a link per department, and you find out why people aren't engaged. Then you go to Chapter 7 and you unpack it. Here are the tools I need for each engagement problem.
I love it. PowerYourTribe.com. Christine Comaford. Christine, thanks so much for being with us. We'd love to have you back. Go and power your tribe. You want to see change, you got to do something different. PowerYourTribe.com has all the tools ready for you. Stay tuned. One more segment here on the Experience Pros Radio Show with me and Ricky Lee Hotz.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
The Anthony Capital Income One portfolio seeks